Scene 11. Time later that night. Place downtown. A place named the Horseshoe Bar. Lisa Ann is seated at the table. Lisa Ann is seated at the bar. She's drinking a soda.
You seem a little down tonight. Everything all right?
It's just been one of those days. First I'm accused of being a cheat, and then I find out this guy I used to hang out with is the snitch accusing me of being a cheater.
Kelvin enters.
Is that you, Lisa?
Talk about who the wind just blew in.
It's the only bar in town. If you want me to go somewhere else, I will.
I don't know if I should even talk to you. Anything I say, or should I allegedly say, may wind up in tomorrow's paper.
You said I should be a writer.
I specifically remember saying a poet, not a rat. Watch, now you'll report that I think all journalists are rats.
I put my pen away.
Reporters never put their pens away. You know, in the space of less than 1 minute, I've already said too much. If this is an interview, at least show me the courtesy of notifying me at least 10 seconds in advance.
Lisa, my editor sent me here to do a story.
I'm sure after you told him you knew me.
That had nothing to do with it.
Oh, so the fact that we know each other is purely coincidental.
Yes. You have to believe me.
Apparently the term conflict of interest means nothing to you.
Nor does it to you.
What does that mean?
You go to another trainer's stable, talk to their people, solicit information.
I didn't solicit information.
Okay, they volunteered it. Still, you were there, and maybe...
Maybe what?
Maybe this is something you do all the time, to win races.
Who is paying you to say that?
Nobody's paying me.
Why don't you just leave?
There's no place else to go.
Sit at a table, somewhere as far away from me as possible. What I saw in you, I just don't know. Maybe that's where you really do belong. In a garage. Messing with cars, not with people.
I thought you would be glad to see me.
See you. No way.
Didn't you ever think about me?
Not a bit. I was too busy building a career for myself to have time to mess around with the likes of you.
What did I do to make you so steamed?
I'll tell you what you did. First, you acted stupid when I knew you were smart. Second, you knew that I cared about you and instead treating it like it was a game. Third, you barged into my life like a steamroller looking to flatten me. Fourth, you're totally oblivious to my feelings. Do you want me to go on? There's more.
Am I that bad a guy?
No, you're just a first-class jerk. You and every man on this planet, all you think about is yourself. That's it.
No wonder you don't get along with the other trainers.
Now, where did you get that little tidbit from? Your paid informants who are snooping on me?
Maybe I ought to be going.
Maybe you should. I've given you enough material to write a bio about me.
I don't know what to say.
It doesn't matter what you say. What matters to you is that you can write and then publish, especially if you think it will sell. You'd rat out your own mother if you thought it would sell. You're nothing but a whore.
Okay, I don't need to hear this.
Too bad. You just heard it. Now you can write that in your gazette about the nasty and corrupt trainer who uses inside information to win races and calls reporters whores.
You're talking to me like we're still on the farm. Well, we're not.
And you still sound like what you are. A jerk.
Quit the name calling, please.
Wow, you actually said the word please. That's so decent of you.
Lisa, please stop. If I hurt you in any way, I'm sorry. I hope you will believe me.
How can I believe you? You're a reporter, and reporters have no feelings. The more you go on talking and writing, the more you prove it. Why couldn't you have been a poet?
I wrote poetry. In fact, I had a book of poems published, but it didn't sell.
So you sold out and became a rumor monger.
I have to make a living somehow.
Dumb platitude, you can do better than that, Mr. Reporter.
I want to tell you a secret.
Let me turn on my tape recorder. I want to make sure you're not setting me out.
You're wearing a wire?
You really are a jerk, grease monkey.
All these years, I always thought about you.
Yeah, okay.
I never stopped caring about you.
What are you doing? Coming on to me?
No, I just want to let you know how I feel about you.
You are more messed up than I thought.
Libretti, Malloy, Levitsky, and they're intoxicated. They seat at the bar.
Hey, look who's here! The reporter and our favorite trainer, the lady who keeps showing us up.
Aw, leave them be. Bartender, 3 scotches on the rocks.
You guys have had enough. What? You're refusing to serve us? Outrageous.
So, what's new?
Get lost.
Ooh, why are you being so touchy?
She wants to be a girl. She's too good for us. You see, Mr. Reporter, what happens when we try to be nice to her?
Come on, guys, knock it off.
Knock off what? All I'm doing is trying to be sociable.
No, you're not. You're trying to provoke me to get more dirt on me.
My dear young lady, that statement is entirely false and I object to such insinuations.
Object all you want, but if you think you're going to run me out of town, you have another thing coming to you.
Now, look who's trying to provoke, or is it whom?
I think it's whom.
Boy. Meanwhile, where's our drinks?
The barkeep refused to serve us.
You have to be joking.
Don't joke, I want you guys out here now.
Hey, you have some nerve not serving us. And you're to blame. You're the blame for everything. Ever since you showed up to this track, nothing's gone right. We were here before you, and now you act like you own the place. Well, you don't.
Hey, you have no call to talk to Lisa like that.
Leave them be. They're leaving anyway. And besides, I don't need you sticking up for me. I can fight my own fights.
No, Lisa Ann, I can't leave it be. They have no right to personally insult you.
What are you going to do about it? Write a nasty letter? Call us names? Remember, we're the ones who gave you the story.
Why, you low-down pieces of cow dung. So it was you who'd sick a reporter on me.
That's right, Dolly. Now, why don't you haul your pretty little butt out of here and take your boyfriend with you?
You asked for it.
Helmet punches Libretti. A brawl ensues. Soon, from off stage, comes the sound of sirens. End of scene 11.
Scene 12, time the following day. Place, the living room in Lisa's house. Calvin and Lisa Ann are having a discussion.
Thanks a lot for nothing. Now, in addition to me being considered a cheater, now I'm accused of inciting a riot, and I didn't even start the fight.
I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to write an expose on those guys and how they tried to manipulate the press.
You mean you?
No, I mean the press. To drive you
Oh,
out.
please don't. The more you write, the more I get into trouble. There's only one way for me to get back at these guys. And that's to keep on winning. I hate that.
This is going to make a great story.
You see, what do I have to do to get you to stop treating this as a story? This is not a play. We have to return to court next week. Luckily, I'm friends with the bartender who was willing to post a bond and told me that he'd be willing to testify on our behalf. Otherwise, we'd still be in jail.
I had no idea the depth of the animosity people harbor toward you. Just because you're successful.
Oh, who cares? All I know is that I have to make a living, and this is the only way I know how to do that.
That's exactly what I told you when you started ragging me about being a reporter. Slight double standard?
No double standard. This is all I know. You, however, have options.
Yes, I have options. I can teach English lit or get a job as an auto mechanic. To that, I say no thank you. My work takes me all over the world. I've reported on wars, crime, natural disasters, politics, you name it. I'm not about to give that up.
Fine. But just don't treat me as one of your stories.
You're not just one of my stories, but still, you're part of a story. One that is special and needs to be written.
All you reporters are the same, always angling to get people to spill the beans and then use it against them.
Do you see me holding a pen, taking notes or recording your comments?
No, but that doesn't mean that the tape recorder in your head isn't operating.
Maybe I should go back to Stallings to recharge my batteries.
The judge ordered you not to leave town, so you're not going anywhere. I have an extra room you can use.
I don't want to put you out.
You already have the moment you showed up in town. Besides, I want to keep you around so I can keep my eye on you. Otherwise, you'll just get us into more trouble.
I'll go to the hotel and get my things.
Calvin heads to the door.
Hey, come over here.
Calvin turns around and walks to Lisa Ann.
What is it?
This.
Lisa Ann embraces Calvin and kisses him.
What was that for?
For being a jerk.
Lisa Ann kisses Calvin again. This time Calvin responds. They continue kissing. Then scene 12.
Scene 13. Time, 2 weeks later. Place, an office at the Stallings Gazette. Seated are Calvin and Rick Holmes, managing editor.
You've done a great job in the Shekofsky story. Since you broke the story how they tried to frame that girl, it's gone national. Now horse racing is the talk of the country.
It's a great story. Girl versus the horse racing establishment. They're doing everything they can to stop her, but she won't back down. The more they push, the more she pushes back, by winning. The other trainers hate her.
Maybe we can develop the story even more. Take it to the next level.
What's the next level?
I don't know. I'll tell you when we get there. That's what happens when a story takes on a life of its own.
Horse racing gets a bad rap. Everyone thinks it's crooked. Well, it's not. Now the biggest race of all is coming up, the Grand National. $10 million purse.
Who do you have your money on?
Lisa Ann Shekofsky, of course.
Amazing young lady, resilient.
The commission exonerated her,
But they still ordered her to take a 1-month suspension.
which she's doing with no complaints. It's given her a chance to recharge her batteries.
You dug up the facts and set things straight.
And then I got run out of town by those 3 trainers who fed me the scoop.
A good reporter is the reporter that makes enemies. It shows that he's doing his job, uncovering the truth.
Some people call it snooping.
I call it discovering, like how those other trainers tried to sub Lisa to make her look like she was a cheat.
They were upset that they were being upstaged by an upstart.
What's the situation at the track now?
I don't know.
Are you and Lisa Ann close?
We're friends, but I haven't been in contact with her recently.
Maybe I should assign another reporter to do the follow-up.
Hey, wait a minute. That's my story.
I know this, but you're already too enmeshed. You plowing her for information, and then her finding out what you're doing could become messy. I don't want you to become the story.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, fine. When you go back there, all I want you to do is collect information. Don't send me copy, just provide information.
You mean you want me to spy?
No, I want you to collect information, but just don't be obvious about it.
That could get me in a lot of trouble if I'm found out.
Gotta be careful. I can't believe that the same cabal of trainers who targeted Shekofsky won't be up to no good. With $10 million on the line, they're liable to do anything. What's the name of the horse Lisa Ann is entering?
I don't know.
Find out. In the world of horse racing, anything can happen. I want you to be there when it happens.
Scene 14. Time 1 week later. Place is table. Lisa Ann is feeding the horse.
That's right, boy. Eat all you can. You earned it.
Calvin enters.
Hey, Lisa.
Hello to you too. What brings you here?
I just wanted to see how you're doing.
That's very thoughtful of you.
I thought you got railroaded.
Didn't surprise me. To them, I'm nobody. Don't matter what that I produce winners. I guess I'm just not one of the boys.
That's not fair.
Listen to you. When did you acquire a conscience? You're the one that started all this.
Come on now. I admitted the error of my ways.
But you never cleaned up the mess. Now I'm suspended. Well, good. It'll give me a chance to recharge my batteries.
I said the exact same thing to my editor. Now, what about filing an appeal?
Appeal what? The commission's decisions are final, period. It says so in black and white.
But you're being denied a right to earn a living.
Just temporarily. I'll be back in time for the Grand National.
But right now, you're not making any money.
So what? That will pass. Let me tell you something. I know how to get back at those guys.
How?
By winning the Grand National. And I have the horse that will do it.
You found an owner who wanted to hire you while you were on suspension?
Yes, but it's all under wraps.
What's the name of the horse?
I'm still not sure if I can trust you with that information.
I give you my word that I won't share it with anyone.
Okay. The horse's name is King's Ransom. I've been training him at a secret location. Don't bother to ask me where, because I won't tell you.
My editor likes you.
Does he own a horse?
No, but he's written editorials defending you.
Tell him to save the newsprint. His readers are probably wondering how much I paid, or since I'm a woman, how many sick and perverted sexual acts I performed to get your editor to write nice things about me.
Who's been saying that?
I didn't say that they've been saying it. I said they're wondering it.
So now you're lying.
No. Just someone who knows about how rotten people can be, especially when they feel threatened.
You think I'm rotten too?
Oh, please. Don't start getting all touchy with me. I already showed you what I think about you.
I hope you're not gaming me
Why would I want to do that?
to keep me on your side.
Boy, are you full of yourself. I show you that I like you. We do nice things together, and that's the best you can say. Look, if you want, write whatever you want about me, good or bad, don't matter.
Come on now, I'm not going to do that.
Don't do me any favors. I know you stuck up for me that night, and for that I'm thankful. I really am. But business is business, and I can't let anyone or anything stand in the way of my doing what I have to do in order to right a wrong. Do I make myself clear?
Perfect.
Good. Now let me get back to work. I've got to take Hero for a ride and then bed him down.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, and before I forget, one other thing.
Yes?
What really brought you back here?
I told you, to see how you're doing. That and to attend the Grand National.
Are you on the clock or off the clock?
This is strictly personal. I wanted to see you.
Did I tell you that I think you're a jerk?
You did, but thanks for reminding me.
Don't thank me. I was wrong. You're worse than a jerk. You're a liar. I just fed you a ton of inside information, and you're not going to go behind my back to share it with your boss? You must think I'm a chump. You're just trying to con me, take advantage of my good and caring nature, to pump me for information. You can't help it. All you reporters are the same, and what's so sad is that I feel I helped to ruin you. I should have never put you down for wanting to work in a garage. Now I feel responsible that you becoming a reporter, a pathetic suck-up who will do anything to get a scoop, even if it means acting like you care.
But I do care.
Spoken like a jerk who thinks he's dealing with a fool. For all I know, you're in cahoots with that clown Libretti.
You have everything figured out. Everything's a con and you're nothing but a fool.
I didn't say I'm a fool. I said you think I'm a fool. For a reporter, you don't listen too carefully.
Oh, I forgot. You're also a mind reader.
That's right. Mock me.
I was just joking.
Now you're trifling with me.
Holy smokes. Everything I say to you, you tear apart.
That's right.
At least in that respect, I'm batting 1,000.
Said like a true jerk. Now I have some work to do. Go in the house, and maybe after I'm finished here, I'll be nice to you. Provided you don't later write about it.
End of scene 14. Scene 15. Time 1 week later. Place, living room in Lisa Ann's house. Lisa Ann is reading a book. She's alone. Suddenly, there's a knocking on the door. Lisa Ann puts down the book.
Who is it?
Libretti, Malloy, and Levitsky.
What do you guys want?
We want to talk to you.
About what?
The Grand National.
I have nothing to talk to you guys about. Get lost!
We're not leaving until we talk to you. It's very important.
Haven't you guys caused enough trouble already?
That's in the past. We have business to discuss with you. Let us in.
Well, okay.
You're letting Malloy and Levitsky enter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, what's so important that you disturb my peace and serenity?
Me and the boys have been doing a lot of thinking.
You guys actually think?
Already starting in with the insults. I don't need to hear this. I think we ought to leave.
No, we're here already, so we might as well stay and say what we have to say.
Have to say what?
It's about the Grand National. We heard that you'll be entering a horse named King's Ransom. Is that true?
Maybe it is, maybe it's not.
Listen, Lisa, stop playing games with us. For a long time now, we've been trying to be nice to you, to work cooperatively with you, and today all you've done is give us the cold shoulder. You know, we're not such bad guys once you get to know us.
I know enough about you guys already. How you use a reporter to try to destroy me and my career, that was rotten.
Didn't we run that reporter out of town?
Only after he got the facts and started writing the truth about you guys.
We understand that the reporter is back in town. We're not happy about that.
I couldn't care less if you're happy or not.
Anyway, we just wanted to warn you that he's around.
Okay, now I'm warned. Is that your only reason for barging in on me?
Actually, no.
You guys are really something. With all your plotting and meetings, where do you find the time to train horses?
Well, we're not here to talk about it. We're here to talk about you. Now, this is the deal. We're going to give you $100,000 in return. You will make sure that your horse does not come in the money, meaning that your horse is to finish no better than fourth. Give her the envelope.
Levitsky takes out an envelope and offers it to Lisa Ann.
Take it, won't bite.
I don't want it. And besides, I want to level with you. I have no plans to enter a horse, so you have nothing to worry about.
Look, we know you. There's no way you're going to miss this race. So take the money and spend it in good health.
Get out of here!
Sweetheart, there's no need to get emotional. This is business. Take the money.
No, I won't take it. Now scram before I call the police.
On what grounds? That we paid you a visit?
Just take your money and leave. I have work to do.
Levitsky tosses the envelope on the table.
Can assure you it's all there.
I believe our business here is concluded.
If you had played ball with us from the start, none of this would be necessary. All of us could have taken turns winning. Instead, you decided to make us look bad, which, besides costing us money, just was poor public relations. Let's go.
Libretti Malloy and Levitsky exit. Calvin enters.
What are you doing here?
And hello to you too. I saw your pals, Liberty, Malloy, and Levitsky, leaving your house.
They're not my pals. Do they see you?
No, they hid behind a tree. What do they want?
Calvin points to the envelope on the table.
What's that?
Nothing.
Calvin snatches the envelope.
Don't open it.
Calvin opens the envelope. It is crammed with cash.
What is this? Are you on the tape?
Put it down and stop asking questions.
I can't help asking questions. How much money is it?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
Calvin opens the envelope.
It's a stack of $100 bills.
Calvin counts the money out loud.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000.
Quit your counting. There's $100,000.
Holy gee willikers. This is some story. Huge headline. Corruption rampant in horse racing game. Wow!
They knew the name of the horse I'm training. Gee, I wonder where they got that information from.
Not for me.
Oh, but now you're so excited. I thought you're off the clock.
I am. Please believe me. But this is a blockbuster story. I break this story and I can win the National Press Association.
Is that all you care about? Some crummy award? What about me?
What about you? Either you're on the tape or you're part of some extortion racket. Either way, all I know is that I'm staring straight in the face of the story of the year, or maybe even of a lifetime.
Do you know what will happen to me if this gets out?
If you've done nothing wrong, then you have nothing to worry about.
You are so wrong.
If they threaten you, then call the police.
The police are in on this too.
You know what? I see those three guys leaving your house, obviously up to no good. Then I come in here and find you with an envelope crammed with a wad of cash. And then you tell me not to ask questions? You're not being forthcoming, and I don't like that.
Look, I'm telling you, if you report this story, They will kill me. Don't you understand? These guys, they're tied in with the mob. Levitsky is a hitman for Morris Liebling, who runs the biggest policy racket in the country. Libretti and Malloy are lieutenants in the Ragati crime family. They use the track as a cover to operate a protection racket.
So who's protecting whom? You didn't pay them, they paid you. Maybe you have your own racket.
Me, going around hitting up gangsters for money? Stop your fantasizing. I told them to leave and to take their money. Instead of taking their money, they left it where you found it.
And you kept it.
And you counted it. Calvin, I'm not on the tape. You have to believe me.
It doesn't matter what I believe. The only thing that matters are the facts. What do they want you? What do they want you to do that means so much to them that they would give you $100,000?
Oh, please don't go snooping around. Last time you did that, these guys let you off easy. This time they won't be so nice. There's millions of dollars on the line.
Nobody bullies the press.
You don't know what you're saying. You can get yourself killed.
What do you want me to do? Ignore the story? I'm a reporter.
And I'm a human being, not just a story.
And I have a job to do.
Spoken like a true jerk.
Stop calling me a jerk.
That's what you are. Now get out and don't come back.
End of scene 15.
Scene 16. Time, 2 months later. Place the track. Lisa Ann is standing next to a betting window. In her hand is the envelope with the money. Lisa Ann goes to the window.
I want to bet on the Grand National.
Okay,
$100,000, a number one to win.
we have the cash.
In this envelope.
Will you please excuse me for a moment? I have to talk with my supervisor.
Any problem?
No, just a formality.
The clerk exits. Soon the clerk returns to the supervisor.
How can I help you?
I want to make a bet.
How much do you want to bet?
$100,000 on King's Ransom, horse number one to win. I'm really feeling lucky today. King's Ransom is a 12-to-1 long shot. 2 months ago, he was considered a sure bet, but then he started getting a lot of bad press, especially from the newspaper guy, Calvin, what's his name? You know, who started writing all kinds of bad stuff about this horse and about the trainer, you know, some Lisa Ann or something or the other like that, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you. I think the horse is going to win big time.
Let's see your money.
Oh, absolutely.
Lisa Ann gives the envelope to the supervisor. The supervisor counts the money.
It's all here, $100,000.
Good. Now, please, can I have my ticket and I'll be on my way. The race is about to start.
Here's your ticket.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
From offstage comes the voice of the racetrack announcer. Lisa Ann is watching the race on closed-circuit television.
It is now post time for race number 10, the one we've all been waiting for, the $10 million Grand National Classic. First prize is $6 million. The horses are now in the starting gate. And they're off. Fast and Clever takes the lead, followed by Nice Guy Jones. 2 lengths back is Color Me Blue, followed by Dawn to Dusk, and at the rear is King's Ransom. Down the back stretch, Fast and Clever is still maintaining the lead, while Color Me Blue has moved into the second, with Nice Guy Jones a close third, followed by Dawn to Dusk, and still trailing in last place, King's Ransom. As they reach the back turn, Color Me Blue trailing in last place, and Fast and Clever are now running back neck and neck. Both horses are maintaining a furious pace. As they reach the top of the stretch, Color Me Blue now has taken the lead and is now starting to pull away. Wait a minute! Here comes King's Ransom. He's moving like a locomotive. He's now in third place. 4 lengths in back of the leader, Color Me Blue. King's Ransom continues to surge. He's now 3 lengths back. Now 2 coming down the final stretch. Color Me Blue and King's Ransom are now neck to neck. They cross the finish line. Too close to call. It's a photo finish. The crowd is ecstatic. They know when they've seen a great race. In the stands, Color Me Blue's trainer Frank Libretti appears to have lost control of himself and has to be physically restrained. Ed Malloy and Murray Levitsky, the trainers for Dawn to Dusk and Fast and Clever, seem to be conferring and are now throwing punches. Pandemonium is spreading in the stands as both men continue to brawl. Security is rushing the scene. Meanwhile, King's Ransom's trainer Lisa Ann Shekofsky is nowhere to be found.
Look at the way those guys lost control of themselves. Thank.
End of scene 16.
Scene 17, 1 week later. Place, the office of the Gaming Commission. On stage is Lisa Ann and an investigator for the Gaming Commission. His name is Ted McMahon.
My name is Ted McMahon. I'm a senior investigator for the State Gaming Commission. 1 week ago, you allegedly paid $100,000 in cash for King's Ransom, a horse that you trained to win the Grand National Derby. King's Ransom won the race and you win its total $1.46 million. So far, is this correct?
Yes?
What are you doing?
I didn't like the idea of anyone trying to push me around.
You knew it was a violation of Section 5, Paragraph 7 of the state rules and regulations, which prohibits trainers from making bets on races in which their horses are entered.
What I knew was that I wanted to use someone else's money to win more money.
And that you knew the penalty for violating the regulation.
It never even crossed my mind.
Yet you did it anyway.
That's right, and I'd do it again. Anytime. Those three bozos thought they could buy me off. Instead, I showed them.
You realize that you are subject to criminal prosecution.
Go ahead, prosecute me. In fact, if you want me to plead guilty, I'll do that right now.
That you do before a court. Right now, I'm just collecting facts.
I've heard that line before.
Excuse me?
Never mind. I bet on my own horse, which was supposed to lose, and now I'm treated like a criminal? While the likes of Libretti, Malloy, and Levitsky, the scum of the earth, are footloose and fancy-free? Oh, typical double standard.
They're in deep trouble, too.
Meanwhile, it's me you're interrogating and not them.
That's right, and that's because you violated the regulation, and by doing so, created a conflict of interest which could undermine the public's confidence in horse racing.
There was no conflict of interest. I bet on my own horse to win.
Further, you
Period.
conspired with your boyfriend to plan false stories about your horse to hike up the odds.
Ever hear of the term freedom of the press? He had a right to write whatever he wants.
Lisa, if you're willing to cooperate, we'll go easy on you.
Don't do me any favors.
We know about the extenuating circumstances.
You mean how I took the money?
Yes, how you took the money and how you betted, won the race and collected almost $1.5 million.
And boy, did it feel good.
So where did you stash the money?
Somewhere between here and Shangri-La.
Stop being cute, the money's still good.
I won that money fair and square. I didn't ask those thugs to give me money. They left it with me and I invested it. Now I'm being penalized again for being a winner. By the way, I want you to convey a message to those guys. Anytime they want to have a match race, my horse against one of theirs, let me know and I'll be more than glad to oblige. After I leave an imprint of my foot on their butts. They started with me.
I think their days as trainers are over.
I'll believe that when I see it. All you men stick together. Anything to keep a woman down. The more winners I produce, the more my reputation is smeared. I'm the bad guy for being good at what I do. And because I don't have a man helping me to do it. People think that I must have some unfair advantage.
You've had your say. Now tell me, where can we find the money?
That's all you're interested in. Finding the money. Especially since I possess it. What's become of all the real men who made this country great? Who built things? And who knew how to treat a woman like a lady?
I don't have the time to debate you on this.
And I don't have the time to sit here and listen to you. I have other horses to train, and other races to win, that is, if it's not a crime. And if you think I'm returning the money, you have another thing coming to you. Now, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Finish for now.
For now? You mean I may hear from you again?
That's right.
No surprise there. Goodbye.
Lisa Ann exits. Ted takes out his cell phone and makes a call.
Hello, Mr. Jones. I interview Mrs. Shekofsky. I recommended the commission fine her $1,000 for violating the rights and then close the investigation. I asked her about the money. She knows what it is, but she's not talking. Frankly, sir, we don't have a case. There is no evidence that she colluded with anyone. The fact is that her horse won the race. As far as the other trainers involved, I recommend that the commission revoke their licenses and refer the cases for criminal prosecution. Okay, that's what you want. I'll continue making inquiries about the money. Yes, sir, if I uncover any new information, I'll immediately contact you. You have a good day too, sir. Goodbye.
End of scene 17.
Scene 18. Time, 2 weeks later. Place, the living room in Lisa Ann's house. Lisa Ann and Calvin are sitting on a couch. They are watching television. On the table in front of them is a bottle of wine and 2 glasses. From off stage comes the voice of the news reporter.
And now for an unusual story. Save the Charities, a private watchdog group that monitors charitable organizations throughout the United States, reports that within the past week, 15 charities have received donations from an anonymous source. These donations total $1.46 million. The 15 charities are the National Children's Foundation, Veterans for a Peaceful World, Women Unite, Stop Global Warming, Save the Sharks, the National Art Endowment, Protect the Lions, the National Association of Botanists, Help the Homeless, the People's Justice Consortium, Down with Guns, Free the Horses, the Universal Healthcare Initiative, No More Nukes, and the LGBT Council. Law enforcement authorities, citing national security concerns, continue their efforts to track down the source of these mysterious contributions. Now, to other news.
Lisa Ann shuts off the television.
Congratulations, you did it. Your creativity never fails to impress me. You've transformed money laundering from a seedy operation into an esoteric art.
Thank you. Coming from you, that really means something to me. And thanks for coming back.
I'm glad you let me back in.
Calvin picks up the bottle and fills the glasses. Lisa Ann and Calvin pick up the glasses and make a toast.
Cheers.
Cheers.
They clink glasses and smile.
Now drink up fast. I have no time to waste. I have more work to do